Uh, when people talk about nutrition with children, sometimes children think, oh, that's yucky, that's like food I'm not going to enjoy. I've been out to the schools. I'll give you a couple of examples. There was a chef from the DC Central Kitchen who went out to one of the elementary schools after school and had brought with him a squash soup. He also brought with him a squash. Some kids had never seen a squash, didn't know what a squash was. He showed them how he would prepare the soup, but he had a bunch of it already prepared so that they could try it. So they never had it before. He prepared it, he put it in small cups. The kids kept coming back more and more. They liked it. Good food doesn't have to be bad tasting food. That is a myth. Good food tastes good. I remember I was at Alice Deal Middle School, and I asked the students after they were underway, with the change in the nutrition the heightening of the nutrition levels of what they're being served. I asked them what they liked best, because Whole Foods was also giving them special side dishes on Wednesdays. And the answer, I was sitting at one table with a bunch of kids around. Okay, there's just one table. But the answer, it almost floored me. They liked the broccoli casserole. They liked the broccoli casserole best, among the choices of things that they have. So, again, kids have to have exposure to what good food is. And kids, first of all, kids love gardening. You let them go out there and, plant some plants and watch their plants grow. They just love it. We have to give them the opportunity to reconnect with food in a real way and an opportunity to have really good food. And then how can they be activists for themselves? Well, that's also part of an education of understanding how nutrition affects your body. Kids want to be healthy. They have to think of their body as, their responsibility. And then once they're exposed to good food, once they understand, the connectedness, they should agitate with their parents, with their school, with policymakers, that they should have access to good food. They shouldn't have a bag of chips in one hand and a bottle of soda in the other. How can they agitate? Well, I've already seen it start to happen. I was out at, I think it was Thurgood Marshall Charter School, and we were having some program out there. It was located there, but it was connected to all the schools, about the Healthy Schools Act. And a parent came up to me and said, that she was a little chagrined because she was out shopping with her child, and I forget which vegetable it was, but the mother was going to buy a can of, let's say, peas or a can of this. And her child told her, no, don't buy the can. We want to go and buy fresh vegetables, because she had had fresh vegetables, helped prepare, maybe even helped grow fresh vegetables, and she understood the connectedness. So we, as the sort of fiduciaries for the children in the schools, we have to provide the opportunity for them to have access to good food, to be able to understand what nutrition is all about, and then we need for them, with their caregivers and their policymakers, to insist that they get it, because that's what they'll want and that's what they need.